Hey YouTube, in today's video I'm going to be showing you guys how I did this sleek side swoop braided ponytail. The first you guys see me doing is I have the hair parted in half, so it's the front section and the back section. And I'm using gossipy glue to sleek the ponytail. So basically what I'm doing, I'm just parting it in sections and spraying it and then combing it to let it mold with the blow dryer. And that's basically all I'm doing. You want to do it in sections because it just helps it look more flat. And if your client's hair is thicker, then you would take smaller sections, but it's also easier to just get it as straight as possible with the flat iron because that will make it easier and you have to part it in less sections. So when it's time to put the hair in a ponytail, it is kind of challenging because you want it to be as sleek as possible. So you want to make sure it's completely dry before you try to put it all in the ponytail, because then in the back there it will be like kind of bumpy. So just do that over. Make sure that it's sleek when it's time to do that. Now that it's time to do the swoop part, this is the most important part because this makes or break the hairstyle. When you're doing this, you want to take your time and make sure the swoop is precise. It took me a while to do this. It always takes me a while to do the swoop because I want it to be perfect. So, you spray and then you want to make sure you have your comb in your hand to smooth it down right away and then blow dry it quick. You want to do it in sections. You don't want to do the whole swoop once at a time because then it wouldn't look right. So you got to do piece by piece. You spray the top, then you dry that, and you move down gradually. Now it's time to join the braiding hair and her real hair together. So to do that, I'm using a small black rubber band and I'm taking one end of the braiding hair and that's what I'm using to tie around her real hair, and that's how I got it to connect. You'll better understand what I'm doing by just looking at what I'm doing than to listen to what I'm saying. So I'm gonna let you guys watch to see what I'm doing. I also tied it like 3 times to make sure that it's secure to her real hair. Taking a section out from the braiding hair, and that's what I'm going to use to wrap around the base of the ponytail to make it look more natural. I'm going to also brush it out a little bit. Well, I had to brush it out a little bit because it was nappy as heck. So yeah, I'm just wrapping it around, and then I'm taking some gossipy glue spray to hold it in place, and then blow drying it as I go, and that's basically all I'm doing. Now it's time to do this braid. I ended up having to do the braid over again after this video because I didn't really like it. It was too thin, and then the little curly pieces wasn't working for me. So, but I basically did the same thing. So yeah, I'm gonna just explain to you guys what I did. But everything I did at the end, in the ending result, was just without the ponytail, without the curly pieces. So you just want to do a regular 3-strand braid, and then as I'm going, I'm adding curly pieces to it, and then I'm braiding it down twice, and then leaving one side out. And that's all to it, but I ended up taking that out. So yeah, I also didn't end up filming the whole process of me doing the braid because like my camera was running out of space, but it's literally just a 3-strand braid, and that's all. Also, for some pieces at the top, I feel like it didn't have enough curly parts in it, so I tried to crochet it in there. It wasn't really working out. That's why I just took all the curly pieces out in the first place and did the whole braid over. But if you want to crochet it in, you can do that. And I just crocheted in and I just tied a knot with it. Okay guys, so this is the finished look. I hope you guys like this video. Don't forget to follow me on Instagram at rashana.love, and if you're in the NYC area, you can always use the information on my page to book me. Bye.